I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made, Bostonian flow, I kick it a back day. Yeah, I got game, got in a fan way. We the city of the champs, every sport we play. Spit wetter than the harbor, yeah, I'm flowing like the Charles. I be speeding on this beat, call it turnpike miles. Yeah, it's Boo signing on.
Welcome back, everyone, to the newest edition of Once a Week. I'm Giannouloudis, and with today's video, I wanted to take the time to explain a process that I've come to learn and teach in my training seminars to help people create success in their life, to change an unwanted behavior that they have, or in all honesty, just improve any area of their life that they want to use it for. And it's known as the pleasure and pain principle. I've learned this process through my trainings as a life coach with Tony Robbins, and we're just trying to learn as much as I can to help people. But in as much as I learned to help others in their lives through this principle, truthfully, it helped me create a massive spark in my own life. To see what I actually allow into my life and what needed to change up so I can get a better result. Because when you actually take the time to dive into the detail behind why we do what we do, you find that our driving force is either to avoid feeling pain or for us to feel pleasure. It sounds like such a big idea at first, but when you actually take a second to see it in your own life, it is there. The example of a diet is one that I like to give people because we link pleasure to the end goal of a diet. Of being able to fit into the clothes we want to wear, to love the way we look, to feel good about ourselves. And then we link pain and what encompasses that to how we feel, to what caused us to go onto the diet. Whether that was being overweight, or not getting the attention that you want to get, or fitting into the clothes that you wore when you were younger. The reasons are different for everyone, for every single situation. Because we all have been through and experienced and interpret and experience differently. But the principle works all the same. If we link pain to a behavior or a circumstance that we don't want to experience anymore, and then link pleasure to what new behavior could benefit us or create a new result in our lives, we're going to be driven to make it happen and change our lives if we link enough pain to what we want to change. In my training seminars, I use this principle for goal setting with everyone in the audience. We all take the time to write out 3 goals that we have, and then we individually link 3 pleasures to the goal and what it will feel like when it is accomplished to get us feeling good about moving forward on this now. And then we link 3 pains to what it will feel like if we never move forward on that goal at all. If we never achieved it. So we can light a fire under us with this to make that change happen now or make us want to make the change happen now. It's a great intervention to do, and the results for some have been absolutely extraordinary. The pleasure and pain principle is very powerful when we're aware of it. Because truthfully, pleasure and pain already dictate every single decision we make and action that we take on a daily basis. We avoid situations that can cause us pain or situations that have caused us pain in the past in hopes that we don't feel pain anymore. Thus, changing our decisions and our actions. And then we continue to make decisions and take actions that bring pleasure into our lives because we want to feel good. We want to be happy. We want to enjoy life. We don't want to live in fear anymore or feel pain. But so many of us let this principle dictate our lives unconsciously, that we miss out on situations that could benefit us. Pain and pleasure is rooted in us because as humans, we're just trying to survive. And to do that, in our nervous systems, we want to avoid pain. The problem with how we all operate is that the pleasure and pain principle, it becomes very skewed. we begin to base our decisions about what to do on what's going to create pain or pleasure in the short term instead of the long term, usually keeping us where we are. When, in trying to create success or achieve something more for yourself in whatever area that means for you specifically, you need to break through walls of short-term pain to achieve long-term success or long-term pleasure. With that diet example we used earlier, you will need to push aside the urges to have that ice cream or that pizza in the short term, so in the long term, you can have the body that you want. In a world where instant gratification has become the thing, putting the work in long term creates a foundation that just doesn't shake. When giving into the short term, for the here and now, it begins to fade. If we focus on how to avoid pain or gain pleasure in the short term, we tend to create long-term pain for ourselves. The pleasure and pain principle is very helpful in making a change now in your life. If you can take the time to think about what you want, then link pain to what it would feel like to not achieve it, or link pain to what it would feel like to stay the same, you will create a drive in yourself to get moving to what you want. Adding that emotional intensity to not achieving this or making this shift. Then, if you can link massive amounts of pleasure to what you want to achieve, how it will feel to have that, or how it will feel to make this shift in your life now, linking pleasure and the positive emotions to that, you're going to spark something in yourself to make it happen the right way, by enjoying the entire process. The pleasure and pain principle does work. It's worth a try, which is why I train others on how to use it at all my seminars. So why not you? If there's something that you'd like to shift in your life or a behavior that you want to change, give it a try. All you have is right now anyways. So why not? That's on you. Until next week, guys.
You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made.